Party people, what it do, baby? You are now tuned in to the She Says, He Says podcast. I am your host, Mr. Tyrone, bursting with comedy. You feel me? The light-skinned wonder, the brother from around the corner. Something. I'm going to get it together after 10 do her great introduction. She get me hype. I was almost there, the brother from around the corner.
Right. You was almost there, but this is how it goes, baby. It's the milk from up the block. The cougar from around the corner. The preacher's daughter, your girl. 10-0, baby.
What?
And when you see me, that's how I want you to address me.
I can see that happening. What's up, Milk from up the block?
Baby, it's me. First of all, and the jeans I'm wearing today say straight up MILF from up the block.
Oh, yeah.
My jeans today, now I can't be showing y'all all the goods, but my jeans that I'm wearing today say, she's the cougar from around the corner. Honey, it don't say preacher daughter. But I'm not always going for preacher's daughter. I'm straight up going for MILF and cougar status. I told you that we're going to be couch hopping for a little bit. However, me and Tyrone have officially found us a home. Woo!
That's right. It's a fire home, too.
Yes.
Like, if my wife get it messed up with me, I might live there. I might just sneak.
Why he always be saying stuff that's going to make him be single? I don't want you to be divorced again.
I got to stop doing that. My wife listened to the snippet, and she was like, boy, why you lying?
Right, because Nissi was about to lay the smack down on Ty. Listen, and Ty always doing something crazy in regard to his wife. Guys, this has nothing to do with the podcast. Why the other day, he posted a video of her eating freaking crabs. And when I tell you Nissi is sucking for her life, I said, Tyrone dick ain't never dry. Honey, she was sucking them crab legs. I said, shit, this is why he married her. He married her because she jawbone. But it was so funny, and when she realized, because when I tell you, she's not even paying attention to the fact that Tyrone is taking. She
no
like,
idea.
I was like, shoot, it was funny, but it wasn't right. Ty, don't do nothing to be single in these streets with me.
I gotta chill, yo. I gotta chill.
So before we jump into the podcast, we're gonna handle real fast what's up and coming for us, and we're gonna get right into the topics that are hot, baby. All right, Ty, hit him with it. What you got going on?
I got every Friday night at Lituations. It's called Laughter at Lituations every Friday night from 8 to 10 p.m. And then I got October 24th, I'm at Dave & Buster's. It's a comedy and hip-hop showcase.
I'm going to come.
That's so dope. Like, I did it for the first time a couple Sundays ago, and I had so much fun, man.
Are they playing rap music or trap music?
I think it's rap and trap. I don't know. You know, I'm not good with lyrics and stuff, but the music was hype.
It was hype. All right.
And you never know who's going to pop up. Ryan Davis pulled up on me during that Dave & Buster's show, so there may be celebrities in the building. If TheLifeOfTanO come, you know, there's
baby, it's straight celebrity status. What?
You know what else I'm doing that's pretty cool? I'm going to Brooklyn. October 30th, I did a documentary about SIDS. For those of you that don't know the acronym, SIDS is Sudden Infant Death Syndrome.
Right.
A lot of babies are dying within the first 1 to 3 months of living, and we feel like there's not enough research being done to figure out what's happening to these newborn babies. My mom lost a child like that back in the early 70s, so I was a part of a documentary speaking on her behalf on how
Back in the 70s you was in the documentary? Or
No. My mom lost her child back in the 70s.
But they didn't interview you back in the 70s.
No, I was 10 years later.
Okay, so...
But
first of all, not trying to act like he like 16, no Negro. I know you 72. But that's a whole nother story. So you're in the documentary as an adult talking about your mom's experience.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yep. So that's October 30th. Can't really
find out my boy a little famous. Don't come up in here trying to be demanding nothing.
This is my third little film. Okay, I got 2 short comedy films and a documentary coming out, honey. I'm on my way. All right.
So I'm gonna be coming up in here talking about like 10. Where the hell is the red Skittles? The devil is a lie. You will not come up in here on me like that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I think that's it for now. If I think of something else, I'll just do it next week on the podcast. But that's it for now.
All righty, guys. So we are about to get into these topics.
All right, Tam, what we jumping into,
Okay, guys, we are jumping in first right here. The internet went crazy on Monday. Facebook shut down, baby. And I don't mean fake down, I mean all the way down. You could not be reading no posts. You couldn't post nothing. If you had a naked picture out there that you sent out there by accident, baby, your breast was all out. Instagram also shut down. Yep. And so did WhatsApp. Now, I didn't really care about WhatsApp. But I really also didn't care about Facebook and Instagram because I am not an avid user. I am a scroller. And then, you know, I move on with my life. Like the kids at my job, well, they're not kids, but the younger people at my job actually told me what was happening. Now, do you guys know why Facebook shut down?
They said something about a hacker, but I don't know.
Toya's in the room. Y'all say, what's up?
What's up?
Okay, so Ty, do you know why I shut down?
I don't know why, but I do know.
Tell me what you know.
Facebook controls my household more than I thought. I'm not just no scroller like Tan. I mean, Facebook is the ruler. It's so much the ruler in my household. When it went down, it almost started an argument with me and my wife. I said, hey, did you pay the phone bill? We about to fight, child. I need to know what is going on.
I done gave you the money to pay the bills. You walking around here doing whatever you want to do.
Facebook ain't working. What's going on now?
Nissi walked by in a new pair of shoes. La-di-da-di-da-ta.
I ain't even checked to see if I could make calls or text, but I just do.
She had paid the bill because Facebook was down.
Facebook was down.
So this is what I think is happening, okay? You know that Mark Zuckerberg is in the middle of a trial about the stuff that they've done on Facebook that they felt was wrong. And so I feel like Mark was like, let me let y'all fools know I could take it all away.
Ooh.
Not only that, guys, literally at my job, like the systems at my job stopped working. And Matt, if you got Apple products wasn't working on that day either. What?
I thought I had to buy a whole new phone. That's what the heck was going on. I switched total services.
Ooh.
For real?
I remember Toya saying that.
That's why I switched services. I thought it was them playing around with me.
Wow.
Honey, Mark Zuckerberg know people that know people that know people that know people, baby.
What?
And then shut that whole thing down on y'all. Y'all better be a little bit nicer on the Facebook.
Yeah, please do.
Be a little bit nicer. That's what I think happened. Now, it don't make it be the truth because I think
I love the way you think.
Right, but isn't my concept the better concept?
Yeah, it
and
really
that's
is.
what we're going to start telling people. Tell your friends that.
That's your shirt right there. My concept is the better concept. I like
it. So now that Facebook was down for a while, right?
Yeah, like half the day.
Right. It was more than, I think, was it half the day?
It was a long time.
It felt like it. It was some hours.
Right. It was at some hours. I want to know from you guys, you know, we all use social media. We use social media for different things, though. You know what I mean?
Right.
There are things, though, that happen on social media, though, that I just wish would also go away. Mm-hmm. So what are some things that you guys wish would go away? Now, guys, before the podcast started, we started having a discussion up in here. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, save it for the podcast. So let's go into stuff that you wouldn't miss being on social media, on Facebook or Instagram.
Toya, you can go first.
Toya, go ahead and hit me first.
I hate the courses that people teach and they don't really know what the hell they're talking about and they're selling it. That's one. And then also I have I just get tired of just seeing. I mean, I love the inspirational quotes because I post a lot of those.
Okay, now.
I post a lot of those. But then some of them, I just really feel like y'all don't know what the hell y'all talking about. And y'all
do you not really like the inspirational quotes because you know the people not living what they talking about?
That's what it is.
That's what it be.
That's what it is.
I think it's the you knowing that, like, you know what? Tiffany be stealing. And every time I look up, she posted something about God. Not with your stealing ass, Tiffany. Mm-hmm. Now you want to be up in here talking about, you know, the ways to the Lord is with your hands. Right? You stealing with your hands. No.
That's crazy.
And then the other thing is the guys don't research you. Like they don't ask you questions. They do all of their research online. So it makes dating difficult.
Toy dudes is researching you?
Yeah,
All right now. Huh?
yeah. I had a dude look me up on LinkedIn. He ain't know that I saw that he looked me up on LinkedIn.
Toy got some good cat. I don't feel like nobody researching me online.
Listen, if a dude look you up on LinkedIn,
right?
It's some money involved. I feel like he want to know, is she financially stable?
Right, because right, she didn't say like Facebook or like
LinkedIn.
You
He
said
want to
LinkedIn.
know, is she smart? That's what I would do. I'm so dumb. I'll look a girl up on it. Is she smart? Let me see what degree she got. She done been doing something. Because if your LinkedIn dry, then you ain't.
First of all, I don't even got no LinkedIn.
If your LinkedIn dry, your coochie dry. That's all.
Damn, but I ain't got no LinkedIn, so do this mean I ain't got no coochie?
You better get a LinkedIn, honey. Huh?
So I can get a coochie?
It's dudes
Like,
right now you missing out on because they looking you up on LinkedIn.
Well, first of all, baby, he ain't looking for me then. Because if he wants to tan us, he better find me on Facebook, on Instagram, at TheLifeOfTanO. Holla at my mother's daughter. All right, Ty. What is something you would like to see gone from social media, Facebook, Instagram?
I'm with Toya. Like people lying. Like I be seeing
people lying.
Man, let me tell you something. I know this couple that argue every other day. But the wife always be posted, ooh, I love my husband so much.
Yes.
He is the God sent to me, and I can't wait to get home. I'll be like, girl, you lying. Okay?
Because I know y'all fighting.
3 months from now, y'all going to be broke up, divorced, and all of that. All right? And don't nobody care. I don't care how great your relationship is.
Right.
It doesn't matter to me, man. I'm happy for y'all. I don't want to see it on my timeline. I'm about to start hitting the angry button on folks.
I can't. Is it angry? I think there is an angry emoji.
Yeah,
you know
Mark
Zuckerberg,
Zuckerberg, he did that for me.
You know what though? I also, when you say that, the other thing that I don't like is when the dudes that be married be sliding in your DM.
Ooh, that is a pandemic, ain't it?
Honey.
I be hearing y'all talk about that a lot.
That thing is an epidemic. I can't even talk. That thing is an epidemic of men that are married or in relationships that love to be in your DMs and then put in hashtag Woman Crush Wednesday. It's me and my wife anniversary. Anything else you want to see go away?
The fact that kids are no longer playing in neighborhoods, man. I want to see that go away. Like, it is so strange to me that I could drive down a whole entire street with house after house after house after house, and I don't see nan child in the yard. And I really think it's because of social media. Now, I know kids have video games, and they are addicted to them. Because you know what? I'm a grown man, and I play video games. And I could be in the house all day just, okay, watch me, yeah. Ooh. But, I mean, I go outside. You know what I'm saying? And kids,
but that's because you grown. You got to go outside.
That's true.
You got stuff to do. Kids ain't got nothing.
But, man, if social media wasn't around, at least they can attempt to go outside and won't be doing this the whole time they outside.
Very true.
That's crazy. You know what I mean?
But again, I don't necessarily know if it's social media because kids had video games before then and they like to be on those video games. I just think that bringing outside activity has to become a big thing again. Because, you know, back in the day, I used to be like a double Dutch champion, baby.
So you could jump rope, but you can't dance?
My legs can move. I can walk, but I can't.
I feel like if you could jump double Dutch, you should be able to dance.
I can't.
Because that takes rhythm. That's all it is. You got to be able to jump.
All it is that you are just moving your legs and just hopping over the rope. That's not the same as being able to be on a beat and know like how to dip it. Like I can't.
The chair dancer, you see
right?
it?
You see what I'm saying, baby? That's all. Like.
I can't dance either, but you a better chair dancer than I am.
I'm a good chair dancer. That's all I got. Because if I stand up and I try to make my legs do what my top half is doing, if y'all ever seen Beetlejuice, when he's in the hell scene and the lady's top is over here and her bottom is on, that's me. That is me. I just need my torso from up.
So you was a beast at double Dutch, though.
I was a beast at double Dutch.
I used to love watching girls jump. I bet you can't remember a song from double Dutch. I got one real quick. Watch this.
Okay, good.
Hey, concentration, where have you been? Around the corner and back again. She stole my money, got my honey. Papa got the hiccups, mama got the... So come on, girls, let's have some fun. Said 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And that's all I know. Every day we outside, baby. That used to be my jam.
Dutch
I used to love watching the girls jump rope to that, bro.
Oh my gosh. I don't remember that.
It was a bunch of them.
I'm trying to now think of some, but I don't remember. I only remember like them little ghetto nasty cheers that we used to do back in the. See, this is why kids probably don't need to be outside, because this used to be a little cheer called tap, love on, tap, tap, love on, tap, love on, tap, tap, love on, and then they'd be like, hey Tanya, yeah, hey Tanya, yeah, someone is on the telephone. Who is it? Your boyfriend. What does he want? He wants my lips, my tits, my pussy, and my head. Love on, tap, tap, love on, tap, love on. And so then it's the second part to it. And so then they come back and they say, hey Tanya, hey Tanya, yeah, someone is on the telephone. Who is it? Your girlfriend. What does she want? She want my man. Goddamn, the bitch is out of hand.
Oh, that's fire.
So I don't necessarily know.
That was only in Queens.
Children,
all right.
honey, that was in the hood.
It's a
East Coast, West Coast, and worldwide. Shoot. I don't necessarily know if the kids probably should go outside, because first of all, I was singing it. And when I would get to that last part, she want my man, I was real serious about the thing, but I didn't even know what that meant.
Wow.
So I'm just out here with it. She want my man. God damn, because you know I want to cuss when I'm younger, you know. The same way I cuss in real life now, honey. I'm cussing when I'm younger. My mama ain't around. She at that church, baby. I am like, the bitches out of here. No, nasty mouth little girl.
Yo.
So, Ty, I don't necessarily
outside
know.
was different.
Yes,
man.
very different. But those were like good things. You know, when you think back on them, good childhood memories. Like my childhood best friend, Tiffany Salter. Shout out to Tiffany.
All right, Tiff.
We used to hate being ghetto. We used to walk around the fire hydrant. That's all we did. And say, follow the leader, follow the leader. And so then one day she had on a thermal shirt that had hearts on it. And I was like, follow that heart shirt. Follow that heart. Child, we didn't. I hate my life. I don't even know why I'm saying these things. But we had absolutely nothing. I don't know.
But it was outside, okay?
Right,
and
so,
you remember, you even shouted out Tiff, man.
Yes.
That's dope.
Those were good moments for me as a kid. So maybe, you know what, Ty, maybe we need to bring that back. Let me tell you something that that I would like to go away. And so this is kind of where we were before we started recording. Now, there are a couple of things real fast I'm going to mention. And then the last thing I'm going to make, what we talked about, I'm going to make last. I am not going to miss. I would like to go away people doing ghetto reality shows. And when I say ghetto reality shows, I'm talking about y'all lives. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness, you know, guys, hey, what y'all doing? I ain't doing nothing up in here. I'm just up in here cooking. I'm gonna show y'all how I make my special fried chicken. Girl, everybody make fried chicken the same exact way.
Not special.
Right. Flour, eggs, milk, Lowry seasoning, the stove seasoning.
But you're right, though.
Grease, vegetable oil, peanut oil, whatever it is. Everybody making something. Girl, your stuff is not special.
I'm telling you.
I'm also not going to miss people going on live and putting themselves in the concert. Stop. Your head is all in the video. I can't even see the concert. And then you sing it. I don't want to see that for the next 5 minutes.
That's
you
right.
keep turning it back to you and turning to the stage, but your seat is in the 500th row. I don't want to see that. I can't see him anyway. Take your head out the video or get better seats, but you're going to have to do one or the other. So that I want to go away. These hood behind room tours, y'all already know what I'm talking about. When y'all see the people go away on their little vacations, and I don't mean little like trying to downplay nobody's stuff.
All right.
When y'all go on y'all vacations and then y'all be showing these rooms and these hotel rooms and these houses and they just regular. Listen, baby, everybody got a TV. Oh, look at this door handle. You know, girl, everybody got a door handle. Everybody got that same light.
That's
Listen,
right.
Motel 6 leave the light on for you. You ain't showing me nothing special. Show me a goddamn dolphin in the middle of your room, jumping from tub to tub. If you ain't got that, stop putting that crap up there. You just showing people regular stuff. Oh, but look at the bedspread. Girl, I see semen all on that bedspread. Pull out that black light and go over it. Stop showing me regular crap. That's all I'm saying. I would like that to go. I would like that to go away. And so I'm not mad at you for showing the rooms. What I'm saying is just make sure it's something special.
Yeah.
Make sure it's something I don't have at my house.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
If it's a regular white refrigerator, I have a regular white refrigerator. Don't show me that crap.
Right.
If it's not no garden tub that can fit at least 4 people, I got the same tub in my house and I can halfway fit in that one. Show me something special. Show me something that you can steal.
Yes.
We don't condone stealing.
On the She Says, He Says podcast. Stealing or violence. But I will say this, if you're going to fry some chicken and it be special, do it naked. And see how long the video will stay up. I think that's some special fried chicken.
If you frying chicken naked, make sure you good because you don't want that chicken grease to pop on your titty. And now it's a different kind of live, okay? Baby, it's fire live. You understand what I'm saying? It's a 5-alarm fire going on up in there because now the ambulance will be there. You know what? Don't listen to Tyrone. He's a dang on crazy man. Don't listen to that crap.
That special fried chicken, baby.
Stop posting bull crap. Unless your grandma you got a secret recipe from back in slavery day, don't post that crap. Don't post it. Now, before I get to the last thing that I want to say, guys, hashtag She Says, He Says, let us know some things that you would like to see be gone from Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now, my last thing that I'm saying that I'm not going to miss would be the fights behind posting your significant other on social media. So, I'm dating Toya, but I don't post Toya. And Toya got an attitude that I don't post her. But the truth is I'm dating Tyrone, so I can't be posting Toya because guess what? Tyrone now gonna see, and that's gonna upset my life.
Right.
And a girl like me is in these streets. So let's dive in, kind people.
Yes, let's do
What
that.
are your thoughts on posting your significant other or posting people that you're dating online?
Instantly, I feel like if it's not being done, I feel like that person is, like you said, they living in secret. The only reason why you're not posting your significant other or somebody that you dealing with is because you dealing with other folks and you don't want to upset their feelings by posting who you supposed to be posting. It's all a cheating social media scandal, and I don't like it. Okay,
it's a cheating social media scandal.
Now let me say what my homegirl said. I thought it had something to do with this. It kind of do, but not. But check out what she said. Shout out to my homegirl Ebony, man, Hartford, Connecticut.
What up, Ebony?
If he can't go to events with you, if you can't call him and reach him at any time of day, if you can't meet family and you can't post him if you want, that's not a relationship. Let's normalize not being comfortable with being someone's secret lover. You deserve better, sis.
Okay.
So when I seen it, I just seen the post thing and I was like, yeah, that's right. But
it's a difference. Now, all the other stuff that she said, I'm in agreement with. You know, you can't meet his family. You can't talk to him whenever you want to talk to him. But the posting thing, I don't feel the same about. And it doesn't mean that it's a secret relationship. Toy, go ahead and tell me what you think, because Toya is like this right now.
Yeah.
What you think?
If you're permanent in my life, you get a post. If that means I got a ring, we married, all of that other stuff. But if
this girl in the word today, that's in the word of God. That's in Corinthians 72 and 6.
Don't you start that.
No, seriously. Because it's just like, why? I mean, I don't want to have to delete pictures. Like and it's not that you're a secret, because I might put you in a story or whatever.
Okay.
But then outside of that, if I'm posting you and I am dating multiple people, you know, because we're not, you know, monogamous or whatever, like that also causes problems, you know, because I just lost the dude I was talking to, because in my story even, I posted a childhood friend that was in town. And I told him, like, if I'm dating multiple people, first off, I'm going to tell you I'm dating multiple people.
Correct.
Right. And when we decide that, you know, it's just you and I, cool.
Yep.
He knew. I was just like a childhood friend. We're not even anything extra out of that. And then I had other family members that were in town and he pitched a fit. And I'm like, I'm posting them and he's mad.
Because he doesn't care about anybody but the childhood friend.
He doesn't care about anybody but the childhood friend.
But he's mad because he want to be posted. I bet you if you would have posted him and the childhood friend, he wouldn't be mad.
I'm not.
But they're not monogamous.
See? Right.
So me and Toya kind of feel the same way, okay?
Go ahead. Yeah.
I have been on this side of the window twice, okay? I used to be married. When I was married, I posted my ex-husband. But again, he was my husband at the time. The truth is I also haven't taken down those pictures of me and my husband. I've taken and made them private.
Okay.
But that's for my children, for them to be able to go back and see, like, there was a time that your mom and your dad really, really loved each other. Me and my ex-husband are not best friends now. You know, we are in a better space than we was when we first got divorced. But I want my children to be able to see there was a time, girl, I love that black man. Listen, they would have killed for him, Jesus. They would have killed for him. So those are good memories for my children. However, if we're just in a relationship, I'm not married to you, I'm not engaged to you, I'm not posting you because people break up every day. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like people are posting just so people can be like, oh, look, you, like when people be like, oh, it now says Toya is in a relationship. Why do I need people to know that I'm in a relationship? If I'm not tagging the person, if I don't want you to be a part of my business, why do I need to let people know? Like for me, I done been in whole live relationships. Like not no like, I'm just like a whole live serious relationship. Like, I love you, you love me, that's all that count. And I did not post it. No one knew. Of course, the people in my reality knew. And that's what I kept trying to get him to understand. Like, I don't need to post this for everybody. Everybody in my world knew about him. So if everybody in my world knows about him, it doesn't matter if social media knows about him.
Did he have a problem with you not posting him?
Yes.
And your dude got mad because you posted somebody else.
Yeah, but he was permanent.
No, the childhood friend I'm talking about.
The childhood friend is permanent.
Correct.
Wait, he's her friend.
But here's a guy that got upset with you because you probably wasn't posting him, right?
Right.
And you posting your childhood friend. He don't know that. Dudes don't care about that. First of all, we think y'all lying.
No, I told him. I'm like, this is a childhood friend.
Yeah, just because you told him don't mean he think you ain't lying.
So you think he think Toya giving that good thing away?
I just think it's ironic that both of y'all men at that time felt a certain way about y'all not posting them on social media.
Right.
Which leads to the fact that if you are in a relationship, you should be doing that. You got to wait till you married to say, okay, guys, here's the guy I've been dating for 3 years. That's crazy. That's weird, okay?
I don't feel like it's weird.
That's
because,
weird.
Okay, boom. Now me and him are not together anymore.
You know why?
Because I wasn't posting.
That's why. Because subconsciously, you are stopping yourself from taking the relationship serious enough for it to lead to something because you've already told yourself, well, I ain't gonna never post them because we not married. So you're not it's a little piece of the relationship that you gotta do to take it that much more serious because it's holding you back.
No, because then
if
that
you
means
was posting him, y'all would be married.
No,
Probably.
First things first.
Oh, I really love him. I love him so much, I posted him on my wall.
In the name of Jesus.
Is that in the Bible?
No, that's not in the Bible. Yes. That's not in the Bible.
How is it not?
Let me say this. Your relationship is not determined by social media. And what you're saying is I am determining the nature of my relationship, the status of my relationship based off of what I post on social media. There are many things that I say on this podcast, right? Mm-hmm. Which is not me. It has absolutely nothing to do with me. I joke about, if you're this kind of guy, hit me up. In reality, I don't want anybody to hit me up.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But these are just jokes. I talk about sex all the time. There are things that I say in regard to sex. Everything is not necessarily truth. So what it is that I'm posting on social media, posting you, that's not necessarily reality. Reality is when there is nobody looking. When there's nobody around and we're at my sister's house. Reality is when it's me and you and my kids together. Reality is when it's me and you and your kids together. Reality is when I'm with your family. That is what is real. Social media is not real. And I do not have to perform for people that I do not know or spend time with in my real life.
Ooh, child.
That's all I'm saying.
That might be a next topic. We might could just segue with that. You killed that. That's why take your hat off next time we do a podcast, because you get on my nerves. Go ahead. You gonna kill me too? That's why I need another guy
But
in
at
here.
the same time, okay, maybe I won't wait until we're married as soon as I realize that it's serious. But at the same time, if people really want to know, just look in the comments, because usually whoever it is done put heart eyes, done said something.
And he has done that on mine, yes.
And if other dudes are interested, they read that, because then that's how I get
That's
other
a
dudes
fact.
to be interested too, because then they just come on in.
That we are looking, okay? That is a fact.
We are looking.
Dudes be looking. Yeah, they do. They pay attention to that. But I still think I made a solid point about it a little bit. I tried. People feel me. Hashtag she says, he says.
And let us know.
Let us know how you feel about it. Should your significant other, I don't want to use that word. If you dating somebody, boyfriend, girlfriend, should y'all post each other on social media? I say yes. I don't think it's a problem with it.
If they just your boyfriend, no. If they're your fiance, you know what I mean? Like, if you're my fiance, yes. First of all, people be in and out of relationships all the time.
That's what I want to see. I think that is the funniest thing in the world. Like, oh my God, she or her third boy. I
want to be in people's business,
Toya,
talking about them.
You would have been so proud of me.
Jesus.
I had this one homegirl I used to work with, and she'll be in a relationship, but she'll post it and then she'll scratch the guy's face out or whatever.
What?
You ever see people do that?
Yeah.
So she did this multiple times. She'll like post her breakup, like, oh, he wasn't nothing, and he made me sick, so I got rid of him. Then boom, she'll post again, another boyfriend. Then boom, another boyfriend. So one day I commented, and I'll never forget this comment. I said, girl, you rebound better than Dwight Howard.
Ooh.
Wow.
And one of her friends was on that post, was like, girl, it's the comment for me. But the girl I used to work with was so mad. Oh my God. She was hot. Oh God, I would never forget that comment. That
And
was
you heard that rebounded. That's
hurt.
his thing.
Listen, it's not. I don't even know what this. I'm just gonna leave the crap. Listen.
That was fire.
On that note, we moving on. We are
Yes.
moving on. Hashtag she says, he says, let us know what you feel about posting, whether it is your significant other, people you're just dating, or if you're dating multiple people, about posting the person that you are with. Let us know how you feel, if you feel like it should be happening or it shouldn't be happening. Know though, if you fool up with me, I don't care if you post me. I don't. Don't tag me. If you tag me, no, it's going to be consequences.
Ain't no tags going on.
And know that I'm not going to post you. However, if we are together, you do get to meet the people. You will get to meet the people in my life, but I'm not going to be posting you. And again, you don't have to post me. So this is not a two-way thing. You ain't got to post my mother, daughter. You understand what I'm saying?
I just think that's so foul. Y'all guys got it rough out there, man. All right.
I'm not playing. We moving on, guys, to the next topic.
So this next topic that we're going to talk about happened to Whoopi Goldberg.
A legend in the game.
You know it. And it's the lady from Shark Tank, Barbara Corcoran.
Right.
I said that right. Barbara Corcoran. She said something to Whoopi Goldberg on The View, right?
Yeah.
And it seemed, I'm going to use the word offensive, I guess.
It was.
It was offensive to Whoopi Goldberg. And I think Tan loves it so much because of the unity and the Black Power friendship movement that just almost jumped all over this this lady right here. She almost got jumped.
She did.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
And she deserved it.
I'll tell y'all what the lady said. Whoopi is making fun of herself about, you know, being quarantined and gaining weight. That's what it seems like from the clip that I've seen.
She done got a little quarantine thick like most of us. You
Yep.
understand? She looking like, basically, Whoopi is looking like a real woman. You know that you done gained the quarantine 15 to 45 pounds. Listen, I'm in the gym now because I done gained it.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So Barbara, after Whoopi and her friends on The View started, you know, laughing and chuckling about the weight, Barbara goes and says, well, Whoopi, when you're done with those pants, give them over to me, and I'll make 2 pair out of them.
The shade.
And Whoopi just like, her face just is like.
Now, Whoopi, and Whoopi doesn't say anything anymore, but she is looking like, no, this bitch did not.
Yep. And then they jumped on her, right? And said, Now we don't like you.
Right.
Right.
So Sonny, and Sonny's is very low when she says it, but I'm gonna have Toya include the little clip in there. What Sonny says is right after she says that, she said, and now we don't like you. Then the other lady, I don't know the other lady's name, but what she then says is, and that's why the dress you're wearing, two other women have already worn that on television.
They're great jeans.
Yeah. Well, I have to try them.
You have to. They're really good.
Will they fit this COVID?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, they will.
Just thought I would ask.
They fit this COVID.
Okay. Okay, if they fit two COVID butts, we'll be fine. Yeah, she's acting like she got some behind.
And when you get finished with those jeans and decide you don't like them, give them to me. I'm going to make 2 pairs.
Oh, right.
Barbara.
Okay, so now we don't like you. What's the wait. Let me just tell you something.
Yeah.
Sarah Haynes and Jill Biden wore that dress already on TV.
That's not
Baby, when I tell you the ancestors, the spirit of the ancestors I can see floating around on the View set. Listen, when I tell you they was getting that white woman together, I mean getting her together. Then she came out and she did what everybody usually does when they offend someone.
Apologize.
my girlfriend, Whoopi. As you well know, she has a phenomenal sense of humor, and I've known Whoopi for years. I made a joke at Whoopi's expense, which I now realize wasn't funny. For anyone who I may have offended unintentionally, I just want to say I really am very sorry.
Now, I appreciate her for apologizing because she should have. But you have to be mindful of the things that you say to people. What I want to talk about is the loyal. Y'all already know how I feel about being loyal to me. I just talked about it
all the time
in the piece with Omarion and Little Fizz. I talked about it on the first podcast. Like, listen, I want people in my life to be loyal to me. And the mere fact that these women automatically jumped on Whoopi, like, oh, and now we don't like you, ho. And you know what? The mere fact that this is our show, you know what? Raise up out of here. Raise the fuck out of here for Craig Daddy come out here and start shooting.
For real.
So, we all have friends. Me and Toya are friends. We are part of the same circle. But of course, Toya has her own friends as well. What do you feel about what happened with Whoopi, Sonny, and the other lady? And when your friends are in trouble, when somebody is coming for your friends, what is your response? Either one of y'all. Y'all look at me. I don't know.
Right
This making me nervous and making me feel like they ain't loyal. And I'm in here every week with them. I feel like somebody gonna be like, Tan got a big head and she manless. And they gonna be like, yeah, you know she really is.
Nah, it's different. Like, if we got issues within ourselves, that's one thing. But we ain't let nobody on the outside come on
right.
in. You know what I mean? We'll deal with it within ourselves. You know what I mean? But nah, that just don't fly. So what they did, even if I know a couple of them have issues within themselves, but it's just like, no, like that sisters fighting, we don't let outside folks penetrate.
Right.
Nah, this is the wall, this is the line, understand where it is.
I can call a fat, but you can't call a fat. Right. I can call them little dumb Robert, but you better not say nothing about them. That's what it's supposed to be.
I love that.
Ty, your thoughts?
Clearly, I didn't look at it that way. I didn't know who was friends and who wasn't. I just seen the young lady Barbara say something that I thought was absolutely hilarious.
Right, Barbara is from.
Funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was funny.
Barbara is from Shark Tank, and I guess it's a new episode of Shark Tank coming out. So they're probably on there trying to promote it. But I bring you on my show to promote your show. And you think it's okay for you to come on my shit.
Absolutely.
And disrespect me in front of my mother? In front of my kids?
The fact that she's a part of Shark Tank, I thought now the joke is even funnier because she made money out of it. You know,
I hate him.
She should have said it the way I heard it in my head. All right, fat ass, when you're done with them jeans, give them to me. I'll cut them up and make 2 pairs.
They're not
double
close.
the money.
They weren't close. They're not close friends.
Right. You can't be saying that.
I think that's okay. And the fact that the lady...
So you think it's okay for people that are not a part of your world to say negative things about you?
About my friends?
About you. Because she said that about Whoopi.
Absolutely.
And you wouldn't want, so you wouldn't care if your friend sat there and just let that happen.
Hey.
That's because he's a dude.
That's what I'm trying to show everybody here, okay? See how sensitive women are with their emotions? Like, oh my God, no, she did just come from my girl. None of that, man. That shit was hilarious, man. That was funny.
Not, it was disrespectful.
No, it wasn't. And then the fact that the lady had to go on there and apologize, that angered the hell out of me. Like, the lady was like, oh, you know, Whoopi has a good sense of humor, but I went too far. I just said something that really hurt her
Because somebody was like, you
feelings.
messing up the bag. The same way you can't say anything about the LGBTQ plus community, you can't be talking about fat people now.
You know what's crazy?
If you're fat, you can talk about yourself, but if you're smaller, you can't. Chris Rock said this one time. If you skinny, you can't talk about fat people, but fat people can talk about skinny people. If you are rich, you can't talk about poor people, but poor people can talk about rich people. Think of this even in comedy. We're black and white. Black people do white jokes all the time. We talk about white people on stage all the time.
But white people.
If white people got on stage and said some of the stuff they want to say about, honey,
I think
it would be burning Mississippi around here.
I'm just saying, I never even knew about fat shaming. And I'm a type of person, I'm going to be honest with you. I see that we live in a world where you have to be careful about what you say because you may offend somebody. And people that watch our podcast may be offended. I just want to say this on behalf of myself on this podcast. If I say anything that offends anybody, I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. Okay? I am not around for this cancel culture and watch what you say. A couple years ago, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't even know. I had no idea about fat shaming.
Okay.
One day I woke up in the morning and it was just on my heart. It was on my mind. I had to post it on Facebook. I thought it was hilarious to me. And this is when I learned about fat shaming. I woke up, I put a post on Facebook in front of all 5,000 of my peoples. And I said, fat women smell like corn chips.
What the hell?
It was so, when I
at
tell you it made my heart smile. I
hate this dude.
I don't know what it was, but I had to post it and I thought it was brilliant. And then a comedian, female comedian, heavy set, you know, I don't even want to say the word
plus
fat. That's
size.
like
You gotta say plus
size, okay. She inboxed me. No, I think she just commented on my post and was like, oh my God, I never thought that I would see this from you. I always respected your comedy. You're a great young man, but now you're on here fat shaming. And I was like, that's the first time I heard. I said, fat shaming, what's that? Even I think another female comedian that we both respect each other, she was like shaking her head on the post. And I was like, what's wrong with people? I put up a whole nother live Facebook.
I ain't no fat shamer. I love fat women.
Man.
My auntie Lisa fat.
Right. Like that's a thing. I'm not about to censor myself. I still feel like that was hilarious. And I had to post it because I only talk and say things and do things that I think are funny. So if you don't think it's funny, I feel bad for you.
Well, this is the thing. We live in a different world now because what people keep saying now is like everybody is so sensitive. It's not so much that people are just so sensitive. People were just allowed to be disrespectful and rude for so long that now it seems crazy that people are calling people out for being rude and disrespectful. That's all it is. But people, because you have to think about that. When it's a lot of times men talk about women being big and your mama big, your auntie big, your sister big, your whole damn family big. But now you want, in the words of Rondeville Martell, a woman to be 150 pounds in the name of the father.
Oh,
so
no,
you
man.
got a fat mama, but now you want to talk about people. But the minute I say something to your mama, because you know what, I still think it's okay to talk about people mama.
Yeah.
I will go to your mama in a minute.
Yeah.
So the minute I go to your mama,
Now it's a problem.
in the fact that she gotta walk around, with a walker and fried chicken because her dang on ankle meat is hanging over her foot, you now want to be upset. You want to fight me. You want to cuss me out. But you was talking about me. It's not okay when it's your mother. Then if it's not okay when it's your mother and your sister and your aunt, it's not okay when it's any other woman that is plus size. But you've gotten away with being disrespectful so long, guess what? People just automatically think it's funny.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Ty just want to be able to tell disrespectful jokes.
I'm not trying to live in this world that's PC and cancel culture. That's why I really don't see myself ever being famous, because I would never apologize. I seen Kevin Hart apologize one time when he was supposed to host the Oscars or something about something he said years ago. He basically apologized twice. Live on TV or whatever, and then he did it on a Twitter post when he first did it. It's just too much apologizing going on.
Well, they're apologizing because what's associated
People
with
are
that.
offended.
No, that's not even why they're apologizing.
Why?
They're apologizing because it is connected to the check.
Oh yeah. You lose sponsors.
And these people
and stuff,
have acquired a certain lifestyle. You understand what I'm saying? When you reach a certain level of money, you don't want to go back. Okay, now I'm on my soapbox. You don't want to go back. You understand what I'm saying? If I grew up in a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom, kitchen, living room house. That's the house that I grew up in.
With
okay,
5+ people.
Right, with my me, my 3 siblings, my mother, and my father, and it was just 1 bathroom. Okay. I now live in a townhome that has 3 bathrooms.
All right now.
I can't ever go back to living with 1 bathroom.
You can.
I cannot. I cannot. And the reason that I'm saying it that way is because they have reached a certain level in their life. And they're like, I can't go back. It's like when you make your first, okay, let's just say you get a job and you start doing your comedy gigs and you now start booking Ty $1,000 a show, right?
Yeah.
$1,000 a show is good. And you know, baby, that's good money in the comedy world.
Nah.
$1,000 a show is good money.
Yeah.
You booking $1,000 a show, right? But then you make it. And now you're not booking $1,000 a show, but you're getting the upfront rate, and you're also getting off each ticket.
Yep.
And you're also getting money from whatever it is that they bring in at the bars.
I like that.
Okay?
Yeah, that's a lot.
So that's real money.
Yeah.
Okay? That's real money. Now you making millions. Okay? Is that other, what did I say, 5,000?
1,000 a show.
1,000 a show, is that still good? Can you now go back to $1,000 a show?
Yep.
You a damn lie. You see how long you a lie. You a lie, and you know you can't. Because guess what? Nissi now for the fur coats, baby. Nissi red bottoms all day long. Nissi not going back.
Let me tell you something. It's more than one way to skin a cat.
Okay.
If I can't make that $1 million by being who I am and I offended somebody and I got to drop down a level, I'm going to figure out another way to make $1 million doing comedy.
Look at what happened to DaBaby. DaBaby has said all that stuff, and you know what he was saying in the beginning? He wasn't apologizing. DaBaby kept going in and doubling down. He just kept saying more and more crazy stuff. And he was not apologizing. I don't know why nobody took that little boy phone. I don't know why his mama didn't show up. Like, he just kept talking. You know when he shut up and apologized? When they start taking him out of them festivals. When he start losing endorsements. Because now you are losing the bag. And you know what? I recognize that, me just saying whatever I want to say don't work. Because guess what? These people have the power to take the money back.
He should have fought harder. He should have just stuck to his word and put all his stuff on YouTube or figured out a different way to make some money.
So you want to go back to being broke?
No, he could still make his millions. He just,
you think so?
Absolutely. Yeah. Soulja Boy did it. He was the first rapper on YouTube. You mean to tell me he couldn't transfer all his stuff? People still wanted to see the baby, hear his music. You could put live streams up there and get paid. Yo, there's many ways to do it. Trust me.
It's not the same.
I promise you.
Okay, you know what? Because me and you not going to agree on this.
That's right. Okay, I'm not apologizing. That's just it.
So what's your thought?
Sorry, not sorry.
I mean, there's multiple ways to say whatever you need to say. I still feel as though if you get used to a certain lifestyle, I don't think there's no way that you can really go back.
Right, because YouTube money is definitely not record executive money.
I'm saying that,
Right.
but you are right. It's hard to go from here that you literally got to drop down.
Especially if you've been in that for a period of time. So if you started off with the 1,000, but then all of a sudden you've been in the millions for like between like 5 to 10 years, you ain't trying to go back because you have really become accustomed, like Tanya was saying.
But at least you know how to live in that lifestyle of the $1,000 because you used to be there. That's why I'm saying you can go back to that 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom house because you did it before.
How to go back to living like when, because Oprah used to say I was po-po. I was so po though I couldn't afford the O and the R. Do you think that Oprah can go back to being po-po?
If she had to, she would know how. That's what I'm saying. You have that skill.
The times are much different than when she was
right. Oprah has definitely become accustomed. Oprah got a cow in her backyard right now that they milk for her. Like, listen, there is no way that you can go back to something that was, I'm not going to say beneath you, but something that when you were starting out, you were making, and then now you've made it and you're making this, and you have to realize all the things now that you have tied up into it. People are now paying for their parents' homes and taking care of their parents. What Cardi say? And I pay my mama bills. I ain't got no time to chill. Listen, you now paying your mother bills. You taking care of, now you got a company. And so everybody in this company eat off of what you do.
You could still, I still feel like you could, okay, I know a story.
Independent record label money independent money is not the same as when,
everything
trust
else,
me,
festivals.
What Beyonce make now that she got the machine behind her is not what Beyonce would have made. And I'm not saying, and let's just say Beyonce still got the same work ethic she has right now. If Beyonce came out independent back then to what she is now, Beyonce would not be Beyonce.
All right, here's a quick story. I might mess this up, but it's real quick. So I drive a BMW. My son drives a Mercedes. My grandson drives a Hummer, and his child drives a Ferrari. Mm-hmm. My great-grandson will walk. Because when you're living life and it's easy, that easy times make hard men or something like that. You see the analogy? I'm driving, my son's driving. My grandson's driving, his son is driving. But eventually, when time goes on, we will walk again. Because tough times make better men or something like that. I told her I was going to mess the story up before I told it.
You was messing it up.
But the point is, it's okay to be...
Because I don't understand why he walking.
Because...
If it's all this wealth, then why are we walking? The people that own Crayola, the people that own Welch's, the people that own Pfizer, ain't none of them walking.
That's true. But eventually they will be walking again.
What day?
Because Kmart not around no more. Toys R Us is out of business.
Guess what?
And all of them folks was millionaires,
right.
Okay?
And guess what? You think they have not sold the shares of that stuff? You think that these people are walking? The devil is a lie.
They are generations down the line. They will be walking again, and that's okay.
Bankruptcy for the regular man and bankruptcy for wealthy people is not the same bankruptcy, baby. Because guess what? You're broke and they broke.
It's two different.
Ain't the same broke.
Right.
And that's all I'm saying. If they wealthy, it's gonna be different.
There's plenty of millionaires and billionaires that have fell flat on their face and had to recreate their stuff. Millions, I don't know. Okay, maybe just millions. But it is not unforeseen for you to have a lot of money and then it goes all away and then you build it back up again. That's all I'm saying.
What Chris Rock said, we're going to end it on this. Chris Rock said there is a difference between wealthy and rich. The players on the basketball team are rich. The man that tells them what to do is wealthy. That's it. I'm done. I'm off my soapbox. I'm going to need you to put across the screen 10-0 wins, baby.
No. I enjoyed this episode for sure.
It was good. Guys, listen, we have had an amazing time with you. We're going to get up out of here because Tan got someplace to be. She got to be in these throat of these, baby.
Oh, that's what I heard.
What you heard is the truth.
I'm going to get you off camera. We're going to talk about it.
So, guys, we are going to go check us out next week. Make sure that you're following Tyrone on social media. Make sure you're following me on social media. Also, make sure that you are following the podcast.
Yes,
make
please.
sure you are liking us and following us on YouTube. Subscribe, hit the notification bells.
For sure.
And in the words of Tyrone Burston, it's all fun and games, baby.
Until somebody get pregnant.